time is it? What time is it? Check it out, people, man. It is time for Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk. So if you're a wrestling fan, you are in luck because it's me, Brian B. And we on the line going through the ropes, baby. We got a lot of wrestling to talk about tonight, but we mainly going to be talking about WWE because that's really what we be talking about. Don't tell nobody, though. Don't be the sheep in wolf's clothing. So the wolf pack, I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I feel good. We're going to have a good-ass show. We just had SummerSlam happen. We're going to recap it. We just had an awesome Raw. We're going to recap it. We just had an amazing retirement. We're going to recap it. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. But before we do that, who are we? Who are we? We got 3 words for you. STR. We are STR.
Power Fusion Core, whatever the hell they call it, Fallout 3.
Yeah, she is finally becoming a better wrestler, and people are not giving her that. She's had some phenomenal matches.
Yeah, let's go.
Because, like, seriously,
Should have got Jade's wig. That probably would have helped.
don't do that.
Yeah, at least you would have had.
Booker probably should have gone over that year, and Booker should have had a WrestleMania moment.
I was trying to give a trick question, but I said 2, but it was 2 winners, and it was Maven and Lydia. That's 4 there, Beck.
But you know what? You can't trust Beckford. Okay.
Beckford.
It's time for Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk, baby. Ring that bell.
Ding, 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 and we back at it. Thank you guys so much for following. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for everything and all that you do. If you haven't already, make sure that you head on over to YouTube and you like and you share and you subscribe and you click that bell. Ding, ding, ding. Fight on. Yo, because we here every Wednesday night. This is the show we call On the Beeline Entertainment LLC. Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk. If you're a wrestling fan, you're in luck. Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, baby. We're going to be here talking everything wrestling related with the STR Nation. Join the squad. Then, of course, tomorrow we back at it. Me and Kyle Eric with I'm sorry, I was Straight Through the Ropes. I'm excited. The Beeline Entertainment Show, baby. We back at it. We're going to be talking everything that happened and went down at San Diego Comic-Con this 2 weekends ago. And then we're going to be talking about the new stuff that's going on. We have a top 5 for you. We're going to have a lot of fun with that conversation. And, of course, yesterday we had an amazing interview with one of our very own here in the STR Nation, Mr. Brandon Janeau of the Brandon Janeau Show. It was very fun getting to know B on the other side of things. You know, he was in the back. You know, he wasn't on the side waiting for that hot tag. Bah! Yo, I digress, bro. We were talking a lot of stuff. Let's start it and kick it off. I ain't by myself. I got the faction together, and we telling everybody suck it. Let's go. Yo, we got my man STR Slim in the building. What up, Slim?
What's up, man? What's up?
Bro. I'm rocking and rolling tonight, yo. Listen, it's one thing about I don't know, bro. It's one thing, like, you know, you go through your day and, you know, everybody's got that thing, right? You know, most people have that thing where it's like, you know, you got to go through your basics. You got to get up, you got to shower, you got to shit, you got to, you know, do whatever you got to do. And then you got to go to work and you got to do all the adult stuff that you get to do. But when you get done doing that adult stuff and you get done doing everything you're supposed to do, you take care of your kids, you know, you got that thing that you do that you love to do. I don't give a fuck if it's watching TV. I don't give a fuck if it's, you know, whatever, playing golf, whatever you do. But you got that release. This is my release right here. When all my stress and all my bullshit, I get behind this microphone, I grab it, and I'm like, yo, listen, let's talk some shit. The energy just gets to a billion, bro. What's your release, Slim? What's your release, yo? What's like, yo, everything fucking with you, messing with you? What do you go to?
Hey man, I'm a music kid, so if I'm stressed out, man, I put on whatever rock song I'm feeling, and I just start freestyling to my guitar and just zone out. Like, nice. Especially like with twin girls, whenever I get some downtime, and especially with both of them teething right now, like whenever I get that downtime, it's either playing my guitar, or believe it or not, I'm big into what you call gunpla. So like I like to build models of Gundam robots, which are like these anime fighting robots.
Oh yeah, I know what
So
that is.
it's a very like, how can I put it? It's a very fine task because you can have like almost like 3,000 parts, and you have to cut out each individual part and then put it together. But I've always liked doing stuff like that since I was a kid, because I've always liked robots and transformers and stuff like that. I used to beg my mom to like buy me the latest transformer just so I could figure it out, to put it back together and show her I put it back together. So like that's my release, man. Like music and working on my models. I know that kind of sounds like a little bit old manish, but hey, man, that's what I love to do.
Bro, ain't nothing wrong with it, yo. I'll tell you right now, ain't nothing wrong with it. It's exciting too because things like that, bro, it's small things that bring you joy. You don't have to, be famous, be rich. You don't got to do anything that's outlandish. You literally can sit home in your peace and just enjoy what you created around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people take that shit for granted sometimes. Like, you sit in your house and sometimes people complain, like, oh, I'm home. I didn't do anything, especially when you're younger. But when you get older, you start to appreciate, like, yo, me and Brandon was talking about last night, like, you appreciate that you home, you got a nice big screen TV that you can watch, and whether you're watching wrestling, whether you watch whatever you're watching, like, you got all this stuff is yours, like, you built your comfortability, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'll never be mad that I'm staying home anymore. Shit. I'll pass up on some plans to lay in the bed and watch me a couple movies and shit. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm
You
definitely
can't tell
good.
me what's going on before. If you can't tell me what's going on before 8, don't call me.
Hey, don't play at me. Don't try to gas me up. I don't want to hear nothing. You ain't gonna believe what's happening. I don't care. Have fun. But listen, guys, we about to get into it. And before we get into it, we about to tag him in coming back. Second time on the Beeline ENT LLC. This week, my boy Brandon Janu from the Brandon Janu Show. What up, B?
What up, fam?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Man, B had a good show last night, man. We talked a lot. We got to know each other. I want to say real quick too, guys. I want to let you guys know. We actually going to be getting to know all the STR Nation. They're going to be coming on the Beeline Web Show, and if you had an amazing interview, that I'm be doing clips and stuff like that. You're going to be seeing some stuff, learn a little bit more about Brandon Janu, his show, and his beginnings and stuff like that. A little bit more personal. It's going to be awesome. So check him out. You learn about the guy behind the mic, and we're going to be doing Slim. We're going to be doing Lay. We're gonna do everybody. Everybody want to do interviews. We're gonna come on. We're gonna get to know each other a lot better. So it's gonna be a lot of fun for everybody watching, who's been watching us for a long time too. So excited about that, guys. This is the wrestling show. There's been some wrestling going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I figured that we start with something that happened that people were kind of making fun of me a little bit or whatever, but I really don't give a damn what people think. We had one thing that happened at SummerSlam was one of the most anticipated matches, the real main event, honestly, and that was, of course, Roman versus Seth. Roman versus Seth was, in a way, it felt like kind of an end of an era, and in a way, it really was. And the dedication that was put into the match, the payoffs, the tributes, very emotional time. And WWE, I ain't gonna lie. I broke down a little bit. I cried a little bit. I was like, oh man, like I can't believe I'm watching the end of something again. And it was interesting. It was very entertaining, and I really enjoyed the main event of SummerSlam. So let's kind of toss it around the room. How'd you guys feel about SummerSlam's final match, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins?
It was to me, that was a love letter to the Shield. Like, and it's crazy that we're all old enough to remember them jumping Ryback at that Survivor Series and coming in those crazy ass turtlenecks and beating the fuck down. And I can't remember the last time I saw a group run through The Rock, The Undertaker, and John Cena, all putting them over as a group, not individually, as a group. And then to see them, and then also Evolution as well, putting them over as a group.
Right.
And to see them go from those crazy 6-man tags against Team Hell No and Ziggler and all that stuff, and that amazing, probably the best 6-man tag ever against the Wyatt Six at
Wyatt's.
Elimination Chamber. I mean, the
Yes.
Wyatts back in Elimination Chamber. And to see what both Roman and Seth have done individually, and also Mox as well outside WWE, those two people were next. Those definitely were next. They led that generation. Like Roman and Seth coming in off the tail end of a John Cena career and all that stuff. Like the main event scene wasn't as clear.
Yeah.
Seth betraying the Shield, Roman getting shoved down our throats for 8 years straight until they finally got it right. So I mean, I loved it. I didn't see any flaws in that match. I love the nod to Ambrose with the between the ropes clothesline and the dirty deeds and everything like that. Um, Cody Rhodes, take notes. That's how you do a fucking pedigree. Seth Rollins does a pedigree perfect on fucking Triple H, and like that's that to me. Outside of seeing Osprey and Kenny Omega at the end of this month, that to me is a match of the year candidate right up there with Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano and Triple A. It's gonna be tough to pick a match of the year for 2026, but I loved it. I think that was a true main event. I loved it.
Yeah. Hey, and B, I want to get your thoughts on it too, but I want to say something because I know we've talked about a lot about match of the year. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. One of my picks for match of the year is still, and I've seen all the matches, and of course you have, like you said, amazing contenders. El Grande versus El Grande Americano, both of those, that match on in AAA. Osprey and what's his name? What the fuck his
Man,
name is?
Omega,
What was it? No,
Kenny
not
Omega.
Kenny Omega. Okay, I didn't see that one actually.
Are you talking about
I'm
him
talking
and
about
Swerve?
him and Swerve. Swerve. That's what I was talking about. Swerve. Yeah. But you remember the match between John Cena and AJ Styles.
Yeah.
To me, bro, that shit told a story like no send off match I have ever seen. When they were just literally
Yeah.
paying homage to everybody that they ever had rivalries with, and both of them taking a move. And bro, that shit sold like hotcakes, man. And I couldn't believe that, in that era, like to this day, right now, is definitely on one of my favorite match lists. Like, just paying such great homage to two of the greatest individuals to ever step in the ring on just a show. I forgot. It was like that was on like Elimination Chamber or something. It was on like a throwaway show. It wasn't even like a major pay-per-view. So yeah, I mean, I think about that. That was this year too. So there was a lot of contenders for match of the year this year, yo. So very interesting. B, how'd you think about the main event of SummerSlam?
Man, that was great. I mean, that was great. I mean, like I said, I think that was their best match that they ever did, which is insane to say because they've fought each other a lot of fucking times. They got some really great fucking matches. I mean, Royal Rumble 2022. You got 23, I should say. Money in the Bank 2016. Like they got some fucking matches. When Seth went through the 1 hour time limit with fucking Monday Night Raw and that fucking gauntlet.
Ooh, that's
That
right.
he beat Cena first, and then he turned around and beat Roman. It was like, oh, he beat Roman, then he beat Cena. Like it was just like, yeah, like they've had some great fucking matches. It's not like Seth and Roman can't fucking wrestle each other. Like I've said, that's their wrestling soulmates. It's kind of just like the story that they tell with each other has always been perfect, and it fits each other. They bring something out of each other. I don't know what the fuck it is. They just do it. It's all three of them though. That's the crazy part. Like all three of them. Like if you actually watch Seth and John Moxley wrestle each other, it's the same fucking intensity. It's
Same
the same
thing. Yeah.
craziness. The shit's
Yeah.
insane. It's like I mean, okay, the Intercontinental title rivalry, the last one was fucking bullshit, but that might be just because John wanted to get the fuck out the company. But outside of that, like that fucking
Yeah,
rivalry.
they had
Was
him doing
great
some
too.
bullshit. That
Yeah,
Bane
that
shit,
rivalry
whatever the fuck they had.
had him being like a fake ass Bane. Like that shit was bad.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah, it was
that shit was
bad.
just bad. But that match was great. I mean, listen, man. If you ask me, I think they had 2 matches on SummerSlam that was pretty great, main event wise. I mean, like I've said numerous times, this one was more emotional. It was more like if you know the story, you clearly were going to be attached to this shit. You wanted to see how this was going to end. The fact that Roman ended the storyline with that bullshit, not using the chair and basically giving up on him. It was like, look, this ain't got shit to do with this no more. It's just me and you. Fuck this shit. It's over. This is the end. That's great.
Yeah.
Listen, I know people don't like the Cody and Punk match, which I don't fucking understand because that's actually more wrestling than this one was.
Yeah. Cody and
Exactly.
Punk's match
More
was pretty good. It
wrestling.
wasn't terrible.
It was a actual wrestling fucking match. And I said that when I talked about the match after it was over. I said people don't like slow, methodical matches. They don't. Especially if you don't have like an attachment to it. This was slow and methodical too, but you have that emotional built-in attachment. That's why the Punk and Cody match probably to a lot of people is like, I don't understand this. I don't like this match. That match was great, but nobody's gonna give it that like they're gonna give it to this one. I think SummerSlam had 2 great matches, 2 match of the year candidates. But as we get into later on in the year, then that's when people are gonna be like, you know, that Cody and Punk match was actually fucking really good. Like that shit actually was actually fucking good. It was actually a really great fucking match. It wasn't as long, it was 30 minutes. It was the longest fucking match on Saturday. But at the same time, it didn't tell the story because they had no fucking story. So what did they have to do? They had to go through the injuries. They had to go through the angles, which, you know, shoulder and leg and all this other shit. And then Randy Orton coming back at the end. That was perfect.
Yeah.
It was a great fucking match. And it ended with an actual conclusion that y'all been waiting for, which is Randy fucking Orton finally getting Cody Rhodes when you least expected. You wanted that.
Yep.
Man, I don't know. I didn't fucking want it. So.
I don't understand why you like one match, but the other one's like, I don't get it. This was sorry. It was bullshit. I'm fucking sick of that shit. Stop dividing this shit, bro. We as fans need to fucking respect all of this shit. That's the fucking problem now. All of us got to divide. Like, it's like, even in fucking WWE, it's like, we didn't like the Punk and Cody match, but we love the Roman and Seth match. They're the same fucking match. What the fuck are you talking about?
But you know what? That is one of the problems with having the two. Whenever you have the ability to compare shit, that's one of the problems with the 2 night shit. At the end of the day, you're going to make the comparison. Like, you know, if one or the other gotta be better.
Comparison is cool. Comparison is cool. It's not comparison. It's not comparison. It stopped being comparison when you can actually give it the same type of respect and love that you would give this one. It stopped being about a comparison a long time ago. There are lots of people that talk down on matches because your favorite wrestler isn't in it. I don't give a fuck who's your favorite wrestler.
Okay, I get you.
My favorite wrestler is Seth. And I can honestly still give Punk and Cody their fucking flowers because they fucking killed.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're definitely right about that. What you got, Slim?
No, I mean I agree, man. It's but this has been the same. We're just following the same formula that wrestling has had for years. Like Cody and Punk, just like you said, Cody and Punk is more of a wrestling match than Seth and Roman. Seth and Roman was the art of storytelling.
Yep.
So I look at it like this. I look at it like this. Like it's the same formula we've been following for years. That's like when it was Brett versus Owen. That's the story. But the fucking main event is Hogan versus Warrior. Like that's the emotions of it. Like we're following the same formula. But like I agree, like wrestling is so, how can I put it? Wrestling is so, I don't want to say necessarily watered down. People like to nitpick the most littlest things. It's like Brandon said. It's like Brandon said. Like you could watch a Seth match, and some people be like, "Oh man, this would be better if CM Punk was in it," because you have people that are die hard for one particular person. Like not trying to be funny. Not trying to be funny. You can look on any IWC page or go to TikTok or fucking any page on Facebook. There are people that will swear you up and down that a match sucks because Kenny Omega's not in it. Or if the match has a crazy ending, they'll compare it to any Kenny Omega match. But to some fans, Kenny Omega can do no fucking wrong. There are
Yeah.
fans that feel that same way about Roman Reigns.
Yep.
I mean, it's crazy how it sounds, but I mean, like extremists, some old school fans will go be like, hey, they're diehard Hulk Hogan fans. Some people compare everything to Hogan.
I mean, like, I get it. Like, listen, being a fan is great. It's the over fandom. It's like, bro, you don't have to overdo this shit. You can be a
Yeah.
fan of these dudes, but not over fucking kill. Like, it's insane to be like creating fan pages and dedicating a whole fan page to this fucking dude and telling me that he's the greatest fucking thing you've ever seen. And I'm like, no, the fuck he isn't. I can obviously tell you 3 fucking wrestlers right now they could probably whoop his ass if you actually put him on. That's the thing. Like, I don't understand this shit. I don't understand it.
Yeah, no, I definitely. You guys are making some really good points, and it's really good for conversation too. Because I fully agree, man. You know, the thing I liked about Seth and Roman's match, for me, and I guess it is a thing of perspective as well. You know, one of the reasons why I got kind of emotional watching it was just like in the past. Like I say this shit all the time, but it's true. I've been watching wrestling for so fucking long, bro. I've seen a lot of doors close on people's careers. I've watched from Hulk Hogan and Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, and then I watched Stone Cold and The Rock and all the Undertaker. Then I watched fucking John Cena and Batista and all these guys. And now I'm watching the next guys that came after Cena. I remember, seeing that No Mercy match with John Cena and fucking Roman. And it's like right there was where Cena passed the torch to Roman. You saw Undertaker, kind of passing the torch to Roman. Everybody was trying to build Roman, and we fought it like dogs, and we fought it for good reason and good purpose. But at the same time, when they did do it right, they did it right. And then they told one of the greatest fucking stories in wrestling history with the Bloodline story, the original Bloodline story. But to see, yeah, you gotta put that little spin on it, right? But but like, seeing Seth Rollins and seeing Roman Reigns in the ring, of course Mox went to elsewhere and he's doing amazing, but seeing these guys that, like you said, when you saw them come out with Ryback and you didn't know who they were, and then you started watching them, and I saw the clips that you posted, Slim, on TikTok, and you remember just how badass these guys. They used to come out, they come down from the crowd and swarm the ring and stand on each post, and the guys in the middle like, holy shit. And you never really saw that before the Shield, bro. The Shield were impressive as hell. Like y'all said with that Shield versus Wyatt family match with Bray and Harper and fucking Eric what the fuck Redbeard nigga? Eric Rowan. Rowan and Harper, bro. That match, I remember getting goosebumps watching them go into the ring, hit a move. Then the guy pop up, then the other one come on, hit a move. Then the other one pop up, jump off the ropes, hit a move. And I'm watching this shit like, what the fuck? Not even AEW. Like, I'm like, the AEW wasn't around yet. But I'm just like, they were moving with such fluidness. Like, it was so natural and just, bro, it was poetry, bro. And to see these guys who we know at the end of the day, they're still big. They're still, we still got shit to talk about with them. But they're at the end. And it's just like, damn, bro, I just started watching y'all. And you're like, no, you didn't. That was 14, 15 years ago, bruh. And you're like, crazy. Damn, I'm about to see the door close on another. And that's where I got emotional. I'm like, man, fuck the Shield. Thank you guys for all the amazing memories, bro, that you guys have put through and you're still putting on. So, yeah, great main event. Yo, SummerSlam was pretty good, man. Let's start there too. Like, I didn't really, like you said, everything wasn't like super fabulous. We're not going to break down everything. We got a bunch of stuff we want to talk about. But I said it night one, Io Sky versus fucking Liv Morgan. I know Liv been getting a lot of shit, not defending the title. They haven't put in a lot of stuff. All the Danhausen bullshit. Absolutely right. But that match that she had with Io was fucking good. That match was really good. They both wrestled the shit out of each other. I enjoyed that match. So
I ain't gonna lie. Say what you want. I think Liv heard the bullshit and she was like, okay, bet. I'm about to show every single one of y'all motherfuckers. Because like that match was like, because you got to understand, if you're kicking off SummerSlam, you gotta set the tone.
Yeah.
Like everybody says that if you're the opening match, it doesn't matter the PLE, but especially for like SummerSlam, you gotta set the tone. And like we all know EO was gonna bring it, and I think we were all like kind of like a little had the blinders on because like okay, we just saw the same thing at Queen of the Ring. What y'all gonna do different? Out of this and out of that. And we all said that last week. We didn't know what to expect out this shit, but Liv was working her ass off. Like EO was working, but Liv was the fuck working her ass off. I think probably one of the best Liv matches I've seen in a long damn time.
Not gonna lie, it was good. It was a really good match, man. Yeah. Yeah, but we got a couple of things. We're gonna kind of rock through it. Because I do want to talk about like what happened after SummerSlam. Of course, we got the title changes. You saw Chad Gable finally got his comeuppance. He deserved it. You saw, of course, we'll touch on, Brock Lesnar. Let's just kind of, jump and put it all together. We just saw Brock Lesnar. I called it and I said, I said, y'all, on our predictions, I was like, it's gonna be 5 minutes. That match is gonna be 5 minutes. And it wasn't 5 minutes. I think it was actually like 12 minutes. It wasn't much longer, but it was a little bit longer than I thought. It's only because I knew Brock wasn't going to have, when the fucking last time we saw Brock have like a crazy long match? Like, Undertaker, when he fought Undertaker? Like, shit, I don't even remember. But
the last
match we saw
Roman.
That's right. The summer where he flipped the ring with the bulldozer.
That's the last one. That was
there
like
you go. Yeah. Brock old, man. But it was a decent little thing, I guess. It was the fact that it was a Hell in a Cell. This is how I felt. I felt like that shit didn't need to be a Hell in a Cell. I felt having the name Hell in a Cell on it was what I think people wanted to sell. But that shit ain't have nothing to do with Hell in a Cell. It could have been done in a regular ass ring. So, what y'all feel about the Hell in a Cell match with Brock? That's one. I'm happy they did the main event. I'm happy that was the main event. But Cody and CM Punk, they definitely stole the show because their match was definitely way better. So, how'd y'all feel about the Hell in a Cell?
I mean, I ain't gonna say to me, it could have been a regular singles match. Like to me, like I said, Hell in a Cell should be a definitive ending. And for the time they had, like when I see a Hell in a Cell match, I expect that bitch to be at least 20, 25 minutes. Like at least 25. Like you gotta tell the story of pain. Like when Drew and CM Punk, they told that story of pain. Like I hate you. Like I can't stand you. Like when it was Triple H and Shawn Michaels, I can't stand you. Like this has to be the end. I felt like this was just like we're just doing this for ambiance. And like if we're gonna do that, you could have just made it fucking Extreme Rules or No Holds Barred or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I like the fact that Oba was willing to do a whole board bump for Brock. I respect that because I know that shit ain't easy. But I mean, for what it was, I mean, it served its purpose. We built up Oba as the guy who basically killed the beast. Brock is officially retired. He ain't coming back. Oba is solidified as the next leader of the next generation. It served its purpose. I think they missed a crazy opportunity for a crazy shot by not having Oba climb up that goddamn cell and do that goddamn pose. But other than that, served its purpose, and and it's crazy. It's like we feel so fucking old. I remember Brock coming in that ring and spiking Spike Dudley on that goddamn canvas and killing Al Snow on that goddamn trash can and taking a crazy ass chair shot from the Hardy Boys. I don't know how he didn't get a fucking concussion from that shit.
That's because he was a fucking animal. I remember like you just said, that SmackDown when you first saw Brock Lesnar, that was one of the craziest introductions because remember, Brock Lesnar didn't look like he did in UFC. He didn't look like he did right now. Brock Lesnar, when he first came into WWE, was a gargantuan, bro. That motherfucker wasn't human. And you saw him fucking giant ass close. Remember in SmackDown, shut your mouth, and you had him the first. I think it was the first game he was ever in, and you'd hit him, and then he'd fucking and fucking close, bruh. That motherfucker, the double fucking power bomb, the double, bro. Listen, Brock Lesnar was a fucking animal, bro. And yeah, definitely great hands down. You know, thank you, Brock, for all your shit. I know you got your scandal shit, but when I be talking about stuff, I'm talking about the memories you gave me in the ring, bro. Thank you for everything that you did in the ring, putting your body on the line. It was a lot of fun. Enjoy retirement, and you know, keep your family good. You know what I'm saying? You got
F5 the Big Show. I never forget that shit. Nigga. F5 the Big Show with
yeah.
ease.
We broke the ring. Yeah, Brock Lesnar had amazing moments, man. His career. What a career. Then going over to UFC, and then that video package they had for him with that I Stand Alone soundtrack on it, that shit was fire, bro. WWE know how to make a video package that'll recapture your whole fight. You ain't even do nothing. You sat in a chair, but WWE, they gonna fucking make that shit look like you was the president. They do that shit good, yo. B, what you man?
I'm sorry.
Nah, which one?
I was just about to say.
Yeah. Good, Slim.
Good, Slim.
My bad. Listen, we also saw that man murder Randy Orton on live television.
Yes, we did.
The elbows. Yeah,
yes, we did.
That's crazy.
People talk about the Big Show slam. That motherfucker picked up Mark Henry like it was nothing. I said, "What the fuck is that?" I said "You F5 Mark Henry, motherfucker? Are you serious?"
Yeah, Brock was a beast, man. That was a crazy dude. What you feel about the match? You felt like it was a good send off for Brock? It was the right thing?
Great send off. Terrible fucking match. You guys said it, man. I said that shit last week. It don't need a fucking Hell in a Cell, bro. Like that didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. You don't have that type of fucking rivalry, bro. It didn't make sense. If you want to be somewhat crazy over the top, you could have just had that bitch be a fucking non-sanctioned fucking match. You could have just had it be so crazy. Been 13 minutes and we could have done this shit. The only reason why I think they made it a Hell in a Cell is so they could rectify why it needed to be the main event. Because if it wasn't a Hell in a Cell, where we all know a Hell in a Cell is the end. You don't fucking nothing on after. It's over. Except if you got the fucking Rock deciding to show the fuck up and do a goofy ass throat slash and then walk the fuck back like he did.
Oh shit, Rock, you getting heat.
Outside of that, I mean, outside of that, usually Hell in a Cells are the fucking end. It's the finish. It's never going to be you can't fucking duplicate it. It's over. This was the worst Hell in a Cell match I've ever seen. This shit sucked. And it's hard to say the worst because I've seen Seth and fucking The Fiend. Even that match had a more fucking action than this one.
Yeah, I knew this match wasn't gonna go long, man. I knew it was gonna go in there.
It's like, bro, did y'all not even talk this shit through? Did y'all was, bro? This was a fucking single ass street fight, and it wasn't even a street fight.
Not even a street fight, really.
One table. They went through one table, had a couple of chair shots. He cut the board up, and then the fucking match was over. You're like, like, what the fuck was that? Like,
they could have let Cody and fucking and Punk close the shot. I'll be honest with you.
Yo, if we went off with Randy Orton returning, Cody getting RKO, and Punk still being champion, I swear to God, we would look at SummerSlam and be like, one was the shit.
Interesting point. The main event is what you remember.
I would have said,
you're right.
Start off with the Hell in a Cell match, get that shit out the way, because we all know it was gonna happen. Long. Get that shit out the way, especially that the fact that it wasn't even on ESPN. So what the fuck was the point of having it at the end? It wasn't no blood. It wasn't nothing crazy. That was the most tamed Hell in a Cell match I've ever fucking seen. It's like, what was the point of it?
It really was. But well, Brock Lesnar's gone. The Shield is gone. So we got some send-offs. We got some closers. So, you know, one of the titles that I made on this one is What's Next? You know, so we saw, you know, just I guess to finish up. I mean, what else happened? You had Danhausen, stupid shit. I don't even want to talk about that shit anymore. Like, I'm so over that shit already. Like, I'm not even entertaining it anymore. But you saw, what else you got?
Let's show some love to Torrey Housen, that little motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
That was
El
the best part of
Torito.
the whole fucking match.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was rolling. That was
Yeah,
that
bro.
whole match.
Yeah, yo, people forget, yo, the little people wrestling or whatever, yo, they be going, especially the lucha libres, the midget wrestling and stuff like that. That shit be going hard, bro. I remember watching that shit in the Attitude Era with Mighty Mini Max. Remember that motherfucker? You had a whole bunch of people that used to come out before, and they'd be like the Shotgun Saturday Night, or even on like Monday Night Raw. Sometimes, yeah, Max Mini coming in there, and he's doing fucking hurricanranas and stuff, like throwing around the ring. Bro, them shits used to be entertaining as hell, so they know how to wrestle, bro.
JD McDonough was so happy that he got to beat on somebody, not himself.
Yo, R.I.P. to that fucking dude, that JD McDonough. JD McDonough fucking murdered one of them dudes, yo. But yeah, shout out to them. But yeah, that was, I mean, besides that, there was a bunch of stuff at SummerSlam. SummerSlam was pretty good. It was I'm trying to think of like the other matches, really, the ladder. Oh, Chelsea Green. Congratulations to Chelsea. Yo, big shout out to Chelsea, bro. Y'all know we've been talking about Chelsea for a minute, bro. Shout out to Chelsea. I'm so glad. If they feed her ass to Rhea Ripley and then she wins, I'm gonna be so mad. I think they're gonna. It depends on how Chelsea holds this title until Rhea gets back. Let's be honest, because if it ain't really no noise, if they ain't doing nothing, yeah.
Hey, quick thing. Michael Hayes, you zoot suit wearing. I rode the coattails of the Freebirds, trying to stay relevant by attaching myself to a young Hardy Boys. I never ever got a world championship. Bitch, hold that. Chelsea earned that shit, boy. Besides KO coming back, that was the best. That was the best thing about SummerSlam, because I don't give a fuck. If the way I was raised by my mother and my father, you bust your ass long enough, you put in the work, you do what you're supposed to do, show up every goddamn day, you're supposed to be rewarded. I know y'all keep emphasizing interim, and like I said on my TikTok, call me crazy if you want to. If she actually beats Rhea when she comes back, that would solidify her reign even more. But shout out to Chelsea. To me, because like my thing with Chelsea is just like Miz. You give Chelsea whatever, give her whatever, and she will make it the fuck work. I saw this girl have a dumpster match with Michin, and Michin, I'm sorry to say it, she ain't been relevant in God knows a goddamn decade. Like,
damn,
Chelsea Green,
I'm going in all of a sudden.
Chelsea Green deserves it. I saw that girl have a one-on-one match with fucking Penta and Lucha Underground, and to see her come from this and going from the hot mess in TNA to this now, like, Chelsea, veteran in the game, beyond deserves it. Like, this is what wrestling's all about, putting in the fucking work. And she got fired and did what you had to do to come back and get to this spot.
That's right. You got to remember that shit. Yeah, you got to remember.
I think everybody want to scream about, they pushing the wrong people. This is the one time they got it the fuck right.
Yeah, I think the fans. Go ahead, B. What you was gonna say?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I gotta see they booking. We all gotta see they fucking booking. Let's be 100. Yes, I'm happy for Chelsea, but WWE is gonna try to do everything in their power to not push her like the champion. Because they can't push her like the champion, because the moment Rhea comes back and that crowd decides they're going for Chelsea and not Rhea, that company is fucked, and they know it, because they want Rhea to be the face, and it's like, bruh, you put her up against a fan favorite, an actual fan favorite, you can't do shit. You just gotta let the cards when they go where they may. Like, at this point, you being hurt is actually going to fucking hurt your character. Because whatever they do with Chelsea, whether they give her 5-minute segments, 2-minute segments, a whole fucking show to herself, at the end of the day, she's going to make it fucking work. And that's where the
She
fucking
is.
problem lies.
She is.
Because WWE, yes, you did the right fucking thing, but will you actually go all the way with it? We already know
Capitalize, yeah.
that you're technically going to feed her to Rhea Ripley when she comes back. We know this. But the problem with WWE is also you can put yourself in a situation where you can't actually give the belt back to Rhea. And
I think it's already there, bro. I think it's
that's
already there.
no, it's not there yet because
I
even
don't know,
like if
man.
Rhea comes back Friday, that pop will still be there.
I mean, the
Pop
pop was.
will still be that her still being the one would still be there. Depending on how long she actually takes to get back and what they actually do with her, Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
What they do with Chelsea Green is going to determine how they have to move Rhea. Because knowing WWE, they're not gonna book this fucking woman right. They're not gonna do it. And this might be really the reason because they know if we push her away that we actually want to push her, we're gonna have to probably drop that belt to her when Rhea comes back. Rhea's gonna have to lose. And that's something they
Listen,
don't want to fucking do, no matter what.
this is the story I see with Chelsea. This is the story I see with Chelsea. And this is what's crazy right now because Rhea getting injured, Michael Hayes talking shit, everything brought Chelsea into the limelight on some real shit. And that's just saying that's the stuff that brought her into the limelight. We've been wanting Chelsea Green for a while. We've been wanting her for a while. We've been wanting her since she made something of the fucking Women's United States Championship. Literally took it and made a whole character, brought in fucking a faction. She, like we said, dumpster matches. The girl has been with every position she's put in. That's also dangerous because then you wind up in a situation like Dolph Ziggler. Cover your ears, Slim, and you wind up in a situation like The Miz. That's the bad thing about people that know how to fucking work. Of course, the company is going to be particular and want you to be who they want you to be. But when it's undeniable, when you say some shit and then people say, yo, wait a minute, motherfucker, you wrong. And then everybody starts turning. What did WWE do? Immediately after that Michael Hayes shit and that Unreal shit came out, where are we at now? Oh, wait, Chelsea got the best. It was an opportunity and you gave it to Chelsea. Oh, you are trying to show us that you listening. You right, B. This the thing, though. They made the decision to let Chelsea have it a little bit. They made the decision to let Sami Zayn have it a little bit. It is a possibility that Rhea Ripley comes in and just give me my shit, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. But there is some factors like her little pairing with fucking Tiffany Stratton. But there's some factors that are in play that may make Chelsea's run a little bit more interesting. What I feel like with the Tiffany Stratton angle, you have to figure out who you don't want to like because Tiffany Stratton, in my opinion, should be a fucking heel. They got her playing the babyface role. The Tiffy time shit got over for like 10 minutes and niggas ain't feeling it no more. Let's be dead ass real. Chelsea versus Tiffany is an interesting combination because I think a babyface Chelsea Green still playing the salute your shorts shit and then giving Tiffany Stratton a run for her money in a main event, maybe even Money in the Bank. I'm telling you, it's going to be engaging. And even with Rhea popping in, maybe even at the end of that match, it would be smart to hold her back and let her get that pop and let her come back and see what the reaction is going to be. I don't know. There's some shit you can play with if you're a good storyteller.
I think I ain't gonna lie. First of all, kids, Google salute your shorts. I know you don't know what that is. Secondly, I ain't gonna lie. This might be a perfect time to slide something new in there. Slide Blake Monroe in there. It's a good heel.
There's a lot you can do.
Chelsea.
Listen. That SmackDown has the perfect fucking melting pot for everything right now. They actually have a good fucking situation. They just got to put it together.
They do. You're absolutely right.
You women to fight Chelsea until you get Rhea back. You got two women right now, Blake Monroe and JC Jane. Those are the two easiest fucking women you can put against her at this moment. Those are the two easiest. They both are heels. They both are heels. They both clearly can fucking work. And with them and Chelsea, those matches will be fucking good.
Yeah, for real. No doubt
And then
about
you
it.
have also the Tiffany Stratton situation where you do have Tiffany Stratton. Does she feel maybe a little bit jealous that Chelsea's now the one in front of her? She kind of like have to pledge allegiance to Chelsea Green a little bit out in this bitch. Does she feel that energy?
See? Story's writing itself. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Listen, we can tell a story. It's not that fucking hard. It's obvious how the fuck you tell a story. The problem is getting there. And we know the simplest shit, Triple H and WWE make it very fucking complicated.
And there's
very
no denying it, bro. No, and here's another thing for you guys. Another match that everybody was, bitching and moaning about was Trick Williams and Baron Corbin. I know even we said it, like, I get the people who are saying, like, hey, Carmelo Hayes deserved the opportunity. But Slim, I think you said it, like, Trick dropping that belt put him an opportunity for new opportunities. So it's like, you gotta understand, like, moving from a situation is good. Trick is a heel. He can afford a loss, even though it was kind of like, yeah, he was basically a babyface in that match. But honestly, he a heel. He a heel character. But it's like with Baron Corbin coming in and taking the belt off him, I think that opened up Trick to we may be able to see him in a little bit more of a. Trick gets one of the biggest fucking reactions outside of Oba Femi and outside of Rhea Ripley, out of everybody. So, like you said, B, SmackDown is on a course of success right now. But SummerSlam happened. We did it. Yep, it was fun. Blah, blah, blah. We cried and all that shit. Let me tell you something real quick. We wrapping up the show. We ain't gonna go crazy long because it's just that night. But listen, Monday Night Raw after fucking SummerSlam was on fire. Monday Night Raw was on fire, bro. And what, like we said, what's happening next? We did just talk a lot about SmackDown, but let's go ahead and get to Raw because I think we had a lot of stuff like beginning on Raw that is very interesting. And we're gonna kind of just tackle it all together. So first off, you had Roman come out, and here we gotta fucking talk, man. Damn, we might be going for 2 hours tonight. Listen, bro. Yeah, Roman come out, and in my opinion, I don't know if I'm wrong or not. I don't know why I just knew fucking Oba Femi was going to come out right here. I don't know. Even if it was just to be seen together. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Roman's doing a whole bunch of shit right now. But I thought Oba was going to come out to be seen next to him. You putting him there. Just not a match, not getting ready to wrestle, but just to be seen together. So they can look each other in the eye and say, I'm Oba Femi and I'm Roman Reigns. Oh, you got a long way to get to me. It would have worked. But who do they bring out? LA Knight. In my opinion, they just cannot get this guy right. LA Knight is incredibly over. He's another one that makes the crowd pop ridiculously. But what does WWE keep doing with him? They're using him as filler. We know damn well if LA Knight in any kind of way heads on into October and is facing, or September, and is facing Roman Reigns for the title, we know he ain't going to win that shit, bro. Like, why do you keep putting this man in the spot of, hey, give Roman something to do until we get to the story? Hey, give Roman something to do because, you had the same thing last time and he cheated and now you got to get the win back or some shit. So somebody else can interfere or something else goofy can happen and we can, we give the fans what they want. Like, that's the WWE storytelling shit. Why are they keep doing, there's nobody else or nothing else that Roman can do without us having to jeopardize somebody who is potentially, a big name that can actually, hold some weight. I don't know why they keep filling LA Knight in these bad positions, bro. How'd you guys feel about it? Like, were y'all interested in seeing what they can do? Or you think LA Knight's going to get some shine off of this?
I felt like after that 6-man, this is the only place they could go. Because you don't do what was that program, like 2 months? It was a 2-month program with him and the Usos and Jacob Fatu, and to go over there and get Solo and Royce Keys for this big ass battle, which was decent, not the greatest, but it was a decent match. I mean, that Gears of War entrance was pretty fire.
That entrance was fire, bro. I'm a real ass nigga, yo, and I was like, these niggas. That was that entrance. Yo, Jacob is one of the most gangster niggas I've seen. Yo, bro. It's I like how they playing him, but it's like, damn, like that nigga is a gangster, bro. Like y'all just straight marketing this motherfucker.
but
Yeah,
but
all right.
I mean, this is the only place you can go with LA Knight because you don't do all this barking at Roman, and then you go beat up his family members and don't get his attention. And by the way, he cooked him with that watch line because there's levels to that watch shit. Apparently, like that's
Yeah.
crazy. Half a
I'm out
million
of
on
all
your
of them.
wrist. But I ain't gonna lie, like I get what you're saying because what I thought was gonna happen was once he said we're not here for this bullshit and he was getting ready to walk out that ring, I thought he was gonna leave LA Knight there and then we was gonna see Oba's music hit and they was gonna have like a face to face on the entranceway or some shit like that. But I mean, I think now more than ever, we all know LA Knight can hold his own on the mic against somebody like Roman. It's not going to be this big difference in promo battles. Like the match itself would probably be a bigger difference because Roman's more athletic than LA Knight. But I mean, I get what you're saying because like we all know he's not winning it.
That's what I'm saying.
There's not a scenario outside of him actually getting Money in the Bank where you can see him dethroning Roman because we know the bigger match is Oba versus Roman, which is probably going to take place in Saudi Arabia because I think because there's nobody else I can see winning the fucking Rumble besides Oba Femi right now.
Oba Femi, yeah.
I beg to differ.
Okay, let's go. Let's talk about it. Who you got?
I beg to differ. I think there's a perfect way to do this shit. If they fucking do it, I think you have LNA beat Roman and Money in the Bank.
Listen,
I think you let him beat him, and I think you have Brian Breaker win Money in the Bank. You have him cash in that night. He takes the belt from Brian Breaker, and for the next couple months, LA Knight, Brian Breaker's getting chased by LA Knight. LA Knight wins the Royal Rumble. It's Brian Breaker versus LA Knight at WrestleMania. We don't need Oba and Roman for a title. We just proved Oba is bigger than a title. Putting a title on Oba will just enhance what the fuck we already know.
That shit ain't gonna last that long, bro. I'm sorry. He already gave up a fucking title shot with the King of the Ring shit.
But
if we gonna start playing him like he's just, hey, I'm too good for a title, nigga, no, you not. You better get that belt while you can. You good? B froze up, I think. I mean, listen, I like where you're thinking, and I almost feel like you're thinking.
I say this. This is why I say this way.
There we go.
This is why I said this way. This is why I said this way.
Yeah, I think you're freezing a little bit. Yeah, I want to hear it because I think that I mean it is an interesting take because one of the things that sucks, bro, is because I like LA Knight. I really do, man. And I think that his position gets hurt because there are just people who are I don't know if better is a good way to describe it, but it just seems like there's people who are in better position than him. And it just seems like it always kind of makes a play.
It's only but so many spots.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you look at. I know people hate when you compare it, but I mean, look at that top card during the Attitude Era. Outside of Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, Taker, if you weren't one of those four, you weren't going to be champion. There's only so many spots. I mean, and still with this era, like you got Roman, you got to throw Cody in there, and then CM Punk. It's only but so many spots that are going to be available. But I mean, that's what they're also saying that hey, you get over with the crowd. Potentially, if you get over with the crowd, then you will be given one of these spots. But I mean, sometimes it's so wishy-washy because like you can be over as shit and they still not give you anything.
Yeah. And that's one of the problems, because when you are structured and and I'm not trying to make excuses for anybody, because at the same time you still gotta take what you get. You still gotta make the best out of the dog shit that you eating. But at the same time, it's like you do have to also be in position. You do have to also, speak volumes. Like, and we're seeing it go both ways, because we were seeing the pushing of Braun Breaker. And you're still getting hints of it. I'm the dynamic between him and Oba looking at each other. Let's be honest. There was something there. There's no doubt about it. Like, that shit is very like precise. That's a fucking title match right there. I'll be honest with you. That's a WrestleMania title match, and I would
I
love to
think that
see it.
I think that's your next big rivalry because
I'm down for it.
it's gonna be power versus power.
Yeah,
And you can already see the storyline. Like, who the hell are you to say you're going to lead the next generation when
yeah.
I'm here? And the only thing Oba has to say is, "Well, you've been stuck with the Vision for the past 2 years, while I've been killing beasts."
Conquering. Yep. Well, I've been conquering. Yeah, and
And
it is bringing on that topic though, but bringing Braun. I think, of course, the Vision is definitely hurting Braun Breaker. There's no fuck. Even he fucking knows it. The Vision's hurting Braun Breaker bad. That's why Paul Heyman left that shit. Paul, this shit ain't working, nigga. But the
oh yeah,
thing about it is, he's got a long way before he can even be entertaining as a face, bro. Braun Breaker's not going to be successful until he gets the crowd over. Until the crowd starts to get behind him. I mean, as a storyteller, I don't even really see a way besides him turning on Logan Paul and them and just leaving them in the dust. That would be about the beginning. But I feel like if he did that, I feel like he'd be more lost and maybe even closer to the mid card, because I don't think that would be enough. If Logan Paul, this is my crazy comparison. If Logan Paul flipped on the Vision and turned on them or whatever, Logan Paul would get way more attention, even to a babyface kind of environment, than if Braun Breaker did it. Braun Breaker would do it and it'd be expected. If Logan Paul did it, like, oh, Logan Paul, why is he doing it? You'd be curious. You'd be interested in why he's flipping. I don't need you guys, but even if it was just to be an asshole, the crowd would get behind that shit, bro. And I always go back
I
to the
think.
point of when. Good, no, go ahead.
No, I mean, interrupt you.
No, you good.
I think I think the hard thing with Braun is like he's been in like that cusp of the main event scene. Okay, you did
Yeah,
a program with Punk, you lost to CM Punk. You did a on and off program with Seth, especially when he came back and you didn't come out on top. You look very, very strong. It just seems like they kind of put him semi into position, but it seems like he's regressed backwards, whereas Oba has been not necessarily catered to, but Oba's been handled very differently.
very
And
true.
I mean, at this point, it don't seem like it's part of the gimmick. Braun don't want to be in a goddamn Vision. You can see it on his
Yeah,
face every time he walks out.
he
And
don't give a damn.
I think either the story right now, I think, is him trying to break away from them or just being associated. Like, I'm with y'all, but like, I'm not trying to be the tag team champion. I think honestly, once Bronson Reed maybe comes back, that's when they can finally shift him away from this shit.
Yeah,
Outside of because, or until Logan Paul is cleared to actually wrestle again, and he can take that title back with Theory. Because honestly, I think the tag team is more interesting with Logan Paul and Theory than it is with Braun and Austin Theory right now. Anyway,
I think they should just
um,
end that shit, bro. Because to me, all that shit is fucking trash. They got Maxine in there. She ain't doing nothing. They fucking feuding with, and no disrespect to Otis and Cesaro, but they feuding with American Alpha, bro. Like, it's not even real. They feuding because Maxine traded on them and shit. Bro, come on, bro. That's not even that's barely mid card work right there. And I'm not trying to be a hater, but let's be honest, yo. Like you just
I
said,
mean,
Braun Breaker was like the pick of like what they were saying, like, you WrestleMania, you better see Braun Breaker. And now, like you said, he's literally rolling his eyes in the background while fucking Austin Theory and Logan Paul are talking, in between commercial breaks and shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's just, I don't know. It's just it's awkward. And let's not be let's call it what it is, bro. It's definitely WWE's booking, man. They get some shit right and they get some shit wrong. Let's real quick, because we about to definitely head out. But one of the segments that I did enjoy ridiculously on Raw was the whole shit with Liv Morgan and the returning Becky Lynch, man. The man Becky Lynch came back to an amazing pop. I didn't see this coming, and I think that was what was interesting. It's always interesting when you don't expect something. But when everybody was like, okay, well, what's next for Liv? Because Io was boring. Let's be dead ass. Like, nobody really cared about Io and Liv Morgan at SummerSlam. They had a great match, but nobody cared about that rivalry. They didn't even care about it. That's why they had to fight in fucking Danhausen all day. But when Becky came in and that music hit and people were like, the man's back. I'm pretty sure, Triple H was like, yo, we're going to let the crowd determine, how you're going to go. Like, just play it by ear or whatever. And she came out to that reaction, and that's why you saw her break down. Wait a minute. The man has come back around to this town. And they were like, okay, yeah, she's babyface again.
Oh, yeah.
It was interesting seeing the dynamic. First of all, Becky cut a fucking fire promo. Becky is a beast on that mic. Don't touch Becky on that motherfucking mic in the women's division. I'm sorry. I don't think nobody touching her, to be honest with you. But it was really interesting that she definitely told Liv exactly what it was. Like, you're a glorified valet. Like, you over there. When she said that shit, you're not even the best women's champion in your group. You're not even the best women's champion that slept with Dominic. You heard the whole crowd. Once again, oh, shit. She's right. Like, that shit was fire, bro. I was like, she bring heat, man.
Becky brings heat, and we all know we heard Lay shouting to the top of her lungs when Becky came out there. We know how much she loves Becky.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is what we need. Like, whenever you're gonna run Liv Morgan and Becky, most likely probably Money in the Bank, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's really nobody else unless you're really gonna make it into like maybe a triple threat. Since you got Stephanie Vaquera back now, or is it going to be Stephanie versus Becky 1-on-1 for number one contendership? We don't know. But I mean, this is what's needed. This is what's needed because I can't think of anybody else that's at the top of the card that Liv could face right now.
If I was playing it, Slim, if we were STR writers room and this shit, the obvious to me is, you saw Becky and Stephanie come back together. Basically, they came back kind of in the same way. They had a face off at the end. Raquel is the IC champion for the women right now. Raquel versus Liv is so long overdue. Unfortunately, I feel like this puts the position where, like you said, if it does come down to some kind of triple threat at Money in the Bank, or even before that maybe, and Liv drops the title to one of them, which would be acceptable, either Becky or Stephanie, be acceptable. I feel this puts her in position after Becky just talked all this shit and all this other stuff for Liv to be on a jealous streak and be like, I'm the greatest champion of all. Now I'm not a champion. But wait a minute, Raquel holding that championship down? Let Raquel build up some wins. Let Raquel have some nice, Raw matches and shit like that or whatever. And then you start looking like, she's a better champion than me. And now you build in even more heat to kind of make it a little hotter because it's cooled down. Because you keep forgetting, because damn, y'all should have been on a Mania card with Roxanne, Raquel, and Liv, to be honest with you, for the title. But I think that's where they can go. It kind of writes itself at this point, and then you still got Becky and Stephanie with the title, and then it's open for just other participants that are sitting in the wind. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's the thing about Raw that I liked more than anything was there was a lot of opportunity. You saw the whole thing with Royce Keys where, Jacob Fatu basically killed his ass at the end of the show at Roman's command. You feel me? Shout out to Royce Keys for taking that too, bro, because he's supposed to be a big powerhouse, and he laid on the sword for Jacob Fatu right there to make him look good. Where I don't think he can afford that shit because he's supposed to be you're new. You don't want to be taking it on the chin like that, like you an old timer. But hey, it is what it is. But Raw was good, man.
Big Cass coming back is pretty good.
Yeah, yo, listen, bringing Cass back without Enzo to me. I don't know, bro. I ain't feeling it. How you feel? How you feeling about it?
I think. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Pairing him first with Javon, we're doing the whole David versus Goliath gimmick again, kind of like when Ray first came in and was facing all the giants.
Mm-hmm.
But if like Cass can go, he can go for a big man. And like I ain't gonna lie, I think the thing is, we all know Enzo 5, 10 times greater than him on the mic. Always
Of
gonna be.
course.
But if you're gonna stand on your own, you gotta stand on your own. I mean, Enzo ain't there, so you got to make the best opportunity of what he can. And then Cass he's a good big man. I would love to see Cass in a more serious role here. They don't really have those giants outside of Talatonga on
Yeah.
SmackDown. I think Cass can be a serious player. Do I think he's going to get a world title opportunity? Who's to say? But I mean, you just got to put in that work. I mean, I haven't seen like Cass reminds me of Kevin Nash so bad. He's probably a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more athletic, but I mean, we gotta see what he does. Gotta see what he
Yeah.
does, and
Yeah. I think. I
I
think.
also think that
Good.
with this tournament that got announced, I think it's kind of a foregone conclusion. I think they might be trying to test out Penta in the heavyweight scene. I think Penta wins this tournament and faces Roman in Mexico City.
Yeah, that was really interesting. That got announced today. We saw when Raw went off. You saw, Ray was waiting for Roman to come backstage and talk about him. Yeah, I think that tournament is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I'm really excited to see like the Luchadors have a strong presence, and then a nice payoff. Man, facing Roman Reigns is going to just to be in the ring to be able to have that experience. It's going to put a lot of shine on AAA. I think it's an amazing opportunity. AAA, I really hope that they have like from what they're building, they make it more available. I know it's on YouTube and stuff like that, but you don't really know when it comes on. You have to like really pay attention and catch like the social media marketing and stuff like that, or really look for it. But I really wish that they would kind of put it on because I think it's getting a lot of attention. Like you saw, they just said Undertaker just came out and said like, yeah, I'm head of creative. Of course, the El Grande
Yep.
Americano match, and you got a lot of stuff that's happening over there. Dom Mysterio is going around, and now JD McDonough. Yeah, JD McDonough fighting Ray Phoenix for the cruiserweight
Yep.
champion over. They're expanding it really well, and the market is open because it's different. So it's like they need
Yep.
to start placing it into people's eyes better because you have to. Sometimes I'm on TikTok at 12 o'clock at night and I'm looking 5 minutes ago. This guy won the title. I'm like, 5 minutes? This shit is on. I'm sleep damn near like fucking shit on now. I want to watch it. Like, so yeah, man. There's a lot of wrestling going on. So the question was, what's next? Well, apparently it's a lot next because there's a lot going on. And hell, this is just WWE. We haven't even talked about what's been going on in AEW. I think next week we're gonna, dive a little bit more deep into what's going on around wrestling instead of just WWE. We got a little bit of time after SummerSlam, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, bro. NXT, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But Slim Manny, I think B was having some technical difficulties, but shout out to B. Shout out to Lay. I was excited. Lay said she might be on tonight, but I know Lay's busy. Lay's too busy for us now, Slim. We gotta go sneak up and go kidnap her and come on, Lay. But I know
No,
she's
she in
supporting
Hollywood
still.
now. You gotta take to Hollywood.
Oh yeah. Lay famous. But yo, listen, bro. Thank you, of course, always every night, bro. I'm gonna hit you up, let you know. Yo, definitely check out the web show, guys. Brandon News episode. It was an amazing episode last night. I post clips and check out. Slim's gonna be on. We're gonna get to know Slim a lot better. Outside of wrestling, and we're gonna learn some more stuff about him and Lay as well. Lay says she wants to come on too. So, what you got in closing, Slim?
Uh, Shoot, man, another good episode. SummerSlam was good. Raw was good. Shout out to Chelsea. Shout out to KO. Shout out to Chad Gable. All deserving people.
Yeah.
So it's a small circle of people saying justice for Finn, but hey, I mean, Finn got a good gripe now,
We were gonna
and
talk
I
about it. I had
think
the picture.
And
Yeah.
I think that the war on the microphone between CM Punk and Kevin Owens is going to be so good. So good. They're not going to hold back, and they're going to blur that line between truth and shoot. So, I mean, I think it's going to be good. Same old thing, man. Follow me, STR Slim on TikTok. Still going strong on there. Doing multiple things, being wrestling, anime, life stuff. Still going strong. Irish content as well. And yeah, man, just doing good. And yeah, that's about it.
Sounds good, bro. Yeah, you definitely just brought up some. I almost forgot. It's been so much wrestling. It was hard to keep up with everything. But yeah, like KO coming back was amazing. That was definitely one of the biggest parts of SummerSlam. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I definitely kind of felt like Finn was definitely getting a position. Brandon had said, I think he's the one that brought it up last time, like introducing something with Cody and Finn, with two leaders of the Bullet Club. Like, definitely a lot of history. You know what I'm saying? Like I was super for that. But but WWE has to play the cards, man. They have to be able to write that story. With Finn Balor, like, Kevin Owens kind of completely took the shine, and I'm not mad at it. I just kind of wish that Finn Balor, it seemed like he kind of had some opportunities. He had a little bit of traction. So,
You did.
I mean, we gonna see what happens with KO. Like you said, going up against Punk, it's gonna be interesting. I would love to see KO take the belt from Punk. I would love to see KO in more dominant position. I'm excited to see what he does now that he's back. And yeah, definitely got some stuff to do, guys. But listen, man, we're gonna wrap it up for the night. I gotta be back here tomorrow night with my man Kyle Eric for the Beeline Entertainment Show. We back at it, man. We got a brand new watch list. We're gonna be talking about some movies we've watched. Was it good or was it bad? We're gonna be rating them, and then of course we're gonna talk about San Diego Comic-Con and some other things that are coming up this year, man. Remember, bro, we're in August, man. We got like 4 or 5 months left of the year, and then we're gonna be heading back into it's crazy, bro. Like literally, like these years are going so damn fast now. But listen, we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. My name is Brian B. That's STR Slim in the building. Make sure you follow Slim. Make sure you follow Brandon. Make sure you follow Lay. Make sure you follow me. And stay true, stay positive, pay attention. I'm out, guys. We got shit to do. We got to clean up. We got to do stuff. We got kids and stuff, bro. We can't be up here playing with y'all. Peace. All right, we out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you head on over to the Beeline Entertainment LLC YouTube channel, where we have so much more for you. We have the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, as well as Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk on Wednesdays, and of course, the Beeline Entertainment Show on Thursday night. Join us and make sure that you hit that like, hit that share, and of course, subscribe with that bell button for the notifications so you can make sure you get all